What's up, everyone? You are tuned in to the Late Night Channel Eps. I'm your host, EEPMON, episode 37, believe it or not. So, today was another productive day, and we have started to do the installation of basically the Suites Hotel mural that I have going on right now. We're taking elements of that piece, the florals, and we're applying it onto the planters that are right outside of the Jackson Cafe here in the Ottawa Art Gallery location. So they've started to paint the ground. It's got you'll notice that if you're around there, there's some black on the pavement and the steps. And then tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., I'm going to be there to oversee the installation of actually adding the graphical decals onto the planter and on the ground. I think this is the first time they're doing this, so this is going to be a new experience for all of us. And then, yeah, and then that's going to be immediately followed by the AGM and the official unveiling of my mural for the public to witness and have a panel discussion as to why public art matters for the community. But yeah, but today was just crazy. Like, Eatverse is gaining so much momentum, and as I mentioned, there's so much that we can do. The mechanics involved that we have the ability to unlock is going to be phenomenal with the relationships that I'm building right now through my network. I just got off a call. Well, not just got off, but I got off a call with a good friend of mine from Los Angeles, and he himself is starting something really awesome too, which I'll talk about later. And we see so many alignment and synergies in where Eatverse and EatMonkey can play a pivotal role in the activations over stateside. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. And the confluence of my contact in LA and there's so much overlap that the access of bringing Eatverse into these different networks is, I think, is going to be like exponential. I see so much promise and so much fun, and just sort of everyone rallying behind EatMonkey, and also Eatverse being part of his community engagement is just it's gonna be this incredible like feedback loop of like expanding and collaborating and yeah, just continuing that momentum. It could easily be you know how do I say, like an entity on itself. Like, it's gonna run on its own because there's just so much that could happen just that alone. It's intense. And then, I don't know, serendipity or the universe has its ways. And then immediately after my conversation with my LA contact, then my Tokyo contact reaches out to me, and we're up for catching up anyway. And he's telling me how there are some tremendous progress in Japan side, and he noticed my launch. My Killjoy and we launched Eatverse, and he wanted to know more, and this creative endeavor that we're moving forward with. And I told about EatMonkey and Eatverse too, and look, like, we're going to have a Japan chapter, 100%. Eatverse is going to Japan, okay? Eatverse is definitely going to stateside USA, but Japan and Asia, Pacific, and Indo-Pacific, Eatverse is going there. I'm certain of that. And I tell you, folks, I think that I might be digressing. I'm just speaking my mind. But when I think about these relationships that I have built over many years, folks, it's not like this stuff came to me all of a sudden and it just fell in my lap. No, this took many years of building relationships, partnerships, um, the building that network, being consistent, and what's the word? Having that discipline and focus to continue to improve, to better yourself, to create new work, show up, go there, go to the source, whether it's in LA or Tokyo, like show your commitment, that you're genuine, that you're authentic. Like these are characteristics and attitudes that go a long way in business development. Okay, an entrepreneur. Okay, that's what we do. Oh, I like to think that we all do that because that's how you're gonna succeed. You can't succeed by just being an entrepreneur and staying in one place. No, the role of an entrepreneur is you have that ability to diversify. Diversify your portfolio, diversify your reach, diversify your access. Because no one's going to do it for you. It's up to you to do it. So take that opportunity for those who are starting out, that when you are in this role, that means that everything is on the table. All options available. Okay. So, like I said, I've fostered and built these relationships for many years. Okay. Sometimes these, and in fact, that even before building these relationships with these individuals, like I said, it's the cadence. It's like actually my entire career of 15. Oh, I'm being conservative when I say 15 plus years. Like I'm in my 20th year career in EEPMON, okay? Literally, like pretty much. And it takes, they say it takes 10 years to be a master or something, but it takes 20 years to be truly a master at understanding the nuances and the ebbs and flows of how things are connected and how you're able to pick up nuances of the subtleties of establishing relationships, intuition, all these things. Okay, I'm not saying that I am a genius or a master at any of these things. Okay, but I'm saying that you have to have skin in the game for at least 10 years, 10-15 years, in order to really, I hate to say the word, but manifest what the goals that you seek. Can't does not happen immediately. It happens over a long period of time. It will happen, but the real challenge for us entrepreneurs is, how focused are you? How disciplined are you? How much time? The only challenge is time, folks. Time is the essence, and the patience and the dedication. But if you can commit yourself and continue to move forward despite whatever comes in your way, then you are in line for a recipe of success, not failure. Of course, there's going to be ups and downs, but overall trajectory, like the S&P 500, I'm joking, but it's just overall trajectory over long term is always upward, 100%. So on that note, it's like when I launched Eat First, I just launched this Eat First this year, folks. But I think that the accumulation of my experience of many years with EEPMON and going out there and just, even when people couldn't understand why I'm doing it, it's just I felt compelled to do it, as part of who I am and what I do. All that knowledge and abundance of experience led me to do this, but also be very prepared and confident that yes, it's not like, when I launched Everse, it's not like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know. I don't even think about that really. It's just like, let's launch it because why not? Let's go for it. I want to really utilize my skill set and really merge it together to create something cool. I'm not launching Eatverse to have a crazy ROI in financial terms. I just want to launch it because I think it's pretty cool. I think it's cool. I think it's fun. Let's do it. So like, so of course, I think another message to entrepreneurs is like, if you're gonna do it, make sure that you enjoy it. Okay, like have fun with it. Not don't be blinded by like, I'm gonna be like $100 million like net worth. Blah. Like, no, like, come on, folks, come on. We're better than that, okay? Because at the end of the day, that's how it is, folks. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the world, but if you don't have a healthy mind, you don't have a healthy body, and you're not eating properly, none of that ever matters, okay? And then you get all the money in the world, you're gonna buy what? How many steak dinners how many steaks can you eat a day? Like not even like, imagine eating steak every day, once a day, even once a day, every day, or the most expensive meals. Like, come on, like, it's like boring. It's like, come on, guys, we gotta do it because we enjoy it, we're having fun with it, and let's test. Like, it really is it's also about your resolve. You're testing yourself. How far can I go? So I'm at this stage in my life, in my career, where I have built, let's say, like, I've built these relationships, and it just so happens I'm going to test myself and see how far I can push Eatverse and engaging my world, and see if everyone can come together through this initiative. From the launch of Eatverse and other and the upcoming event that's coming, I'll talk about. We're having another Eatverse event on June 26th. I'll talk more about that in my next episode. This is good. You know what? This topic's about entrepreneurship. Here we go. So that's probably gonna be something title with something the word entrepreneur. But yeah, so it's just sort of, let's test. Okay, let's challenge accepted. Let's see what I can do and what I can utilize and engage the world from my existing contacts and network and business developments from the places that I've been, and see what I can do. So far, they have been very receptive and positive. Okay, now, is that going to guarantee anything? We don't know. I don't know. But at least the conversations were fruitful. And I do know, based on my prior experience, that if it's fruitful, I have to run with it. I have to see where it goes. Okay, let's take that. Let's take it to the next stage. All right. I had just had a chat with Killjoy, my co-founder of Eatverse, and telling him how fruitful the conversations were. And then he provided his ideas and feedback, and I'm like, oh, of course, yes, that's great. And then what's the next stage? Well, maybe the next stage is that I'm going to hear back from my contacts in LA and Tokyo, and see, because they're going to get back to me for confirmation on certain things on their end, so that I would be more informed and prepared to know what the next step I would take for Eatverse. And if that and then at some point, I'm sure we're gonna have I anticipate a conference call of all of us together, and really have a powwow session to see what the next steps are. Like, take it further, take the conversation to the next step. It's all about that, folks. It's like, we build it's a very, very wide open canvas, but as we continue the conversations, we narrow the scope, until we come to some definitive project whatever that may be. I don't know. But I think that from the conversation I had today, oh my goodness, we have abundance of ideas that we can execute with EEPMON, with EatVerse, with the stakeholders that we're engaged with. It's gonna be so cool. I guess this is great. But again, that's the entrepreneurial spirit, I guess, right? So you gotta run with it. You gotta enjoy it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Well, at least you tried and pivot and do something, and then and continue, move forward. That's all it is. That's what it is. But yeah, it's really crazy. It's really crazy. So it looks like honestly, as much as I want to, the traveling bug is coming back to me again, folks. It's coming back to me, and we're only in June. Well, actually, next week is like end of June. That's crazy. This month is almost done, guys. That's crazy. July is gonna come around, and then if all goes well, like the event that my friend, who's got a great connection with the whole LA scene and Hollywood and all that, if that goes down, like it looks like we might have an event happening coming up in November. So I'm like, okay, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be in the Yukon. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Whitehorse, Yukon, September. Whole month of October will be in Japan, and November is gonna be like LA, Hollywood kind of stuff. But all these have an EatVerse connection, an EatMon EatVerse connection. So yeah, so my brain is like literally like, okay, it's like connect the dots, connect the dots. It's so cool. Anyway, at this point, I'm getting so like there's so many things happening that I myself too need to start to learn how to delegate my task by teaming up with other people. So today I had a nice meeting with this individual, and she expressed interest to learn about how to be part of the communications channel and content creation for EatVerse and maybe probably EatMon. So for me, like I most of the time I work on my own. Like everything is done by me. I oversee it. I concept it. I execute it, and I market it. There's a typical entrepreneur, right? Like we do everything. We learn how to wear different hats and all that. But I'm at a point too now in my career that maybe it's time to, and maybe I should have done a long time ago. But I think it's time that I should also challenge myself to delegate tasks to other people. So this individual, I think she has a great talent, and I look forward to work with her and for her to support me in my creative endeavors. So, and again, that's a new venture onto itself as well, right? I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know that I need to learn about about how to delegate and free up, and also by freeing up my time, I want to see how that is. Like, is it going to work for me? Is it going to alleviate a lot of more time for me to actually get more things done, and knowing that I have peace of mind that she is going to handle the content creation and communications, etc. Gotta find out. Let's try it. If I don't, then I would never know. So yeah, it's quite a. This year has been very quite transformative. You know, very transformative. So I'm very grateful. And yeah, we'll just have to see where it goes. I keep on saying that. Hey, we gotta see where it goes. Hey, we gotta see where it goes. That's because it's always like that in my life, folks. I only could think like literally 4 months at a time. Like realistically, concretely, yeah, 4 months at most. And then it's like to be continued, to be continued, to be continued. So as you know, or some of you know, I have things called EEPMON arcs, or just arc 1, arc 2, arc 3, arc 4. They're essentially quarterly, right? Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So EEPMON arc 2 is going to conclude end of June. Oh my god. So yeah, that means July 1st is going to be the commencement of EEPMON arc 3. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Yes. EEPMON arc 3 will start in July 1st. Because July, August, September. End of September will be the end of Arc 3, and then Arc 4, the final chapter. Arc 4, EEPMON Arc 4, the final chapter of 2024 will commence October 1st, and that will be the Tokyo chapter. It's crazy, folks. It's a freaking adventure. Um, Arc 4 will be Tokyo and Los Angeles. Yeah. So yeah, what else is there? Oh, tomorrow is the AGM, so I got to like art mural. I have another art mural as I mentioned tomorrow morning. I got to get up on that. So if you're on Instagram, you'll probably see me doing some stories, and then in the evening will be the AGM, and I'll be giving a talk, as I mentioned. So let's hopefully that goes well. I have some speaking notes, so I'll be pretty prepared in getting ready for that. Um, but yeah, this is and then more mural projects are coming along, are going to come down the pipeline. I just submitted a proposal to one client, and we'll just have to see whether they accept it or not. But yeah, that's the thing, in our world we're everything. We're HR. We're like gotta create the PDF files, create the invoices, create the art, do the business development, travel the world, uh, try to at the same time be healthy, have a good mind, have a good body, have that aligned. Try to eat healthy and try to eat on time. I clearly did not eat on time. I didn't eat dinner until like 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., which is like pretty much a no. As you can see, like I just literally did my dishes. I can see that there. Um, uh, we just have there's so many moving parts, and we like the part of the goal is to be always still be aligned with yourself despite all the things that are happening. So EEPMON is certainly a pilgrimage for me. It's like an extension of myself, a spiritual guide. Quite frankly, I'm being very serious about this. I look back and go, had I not started EEPMON, had I not done my own thing, I would have been a completely different person, different, way different person than what I am now. And I'm thankful for the universe, or thankful for EEPMON, my spirit guide, who knows, for guiding me on this adventure, this wayfinding, continuously life learning experience. So yeah, it's really about that, folks. It's really about life experiences. You know, I I as a individual, like I enjoy. I know it sounds crazy to some, but I enjoy just the unknown. I enjoy and I embrace the uncertainties. Just keeps me on my toes, keeps me on my toes, and not to stay stagnant, not to stay complacent, but just really, be on my toes and be, continuously be aware and just acute, just really aware of my surroundings, and my dealings. And through that process, you start to hone in and really develop a strong intuition, something that science cannot quantify. It's all in the qualitative nature of our being. And I think that's where innovation lies, folks. You can't really quantify innovation. It's a quality thing. Oh my goodness, I ranted for like 25 minutes, you know what I'm saying? I hope you enjoy this, folks. It was just a crazy day today. A good day, but crazy day. And tomorrow is going to be a crazy day. And then, yeah, so I am going to get some rest ASAP. And yeah, I will probably do the daylight channel Eves impromptu in the morning because I gotta wake up because we gotta be there around 9 in the morning. Okay. Anyway, thank you for listening, and I hope that if you gain and learn something out of this conversation about entrepreneurship and just the way I do things, my crazy ways, please hit that like button and subscribe. Appreciate it. That would spank the algorithm to like raise the awareness of like that I exist in the interwebs. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a great evening. Have a great night. And have a good day. This is The Late Night Channel Eps, episode 37, signing off. Bye-bye.